Welcome back to Speargrass Forge. If you're new here, thanks for coming. If you're coming back, thanks for returning. Today, I'm going to be attempting to line my Devil's Forge. Stick around.
Singing true, rely, you rely at it. Singing true, rely, you rely at it. Singing true, rely, you rely at it. Oh, we're bound for Botany Bay.
Now, so what I've got is the forge body, about 200 grams of Satanite, about 140 grams of water. Now, according to my research, that's the best to get a nice thin coat, and I have to do 2 to 3 coats of this. I've got 2.5 kilos of Satanite all up, and then I'm going to pour it in this jar. And if you haven't checked out his channel, go check out Curiosity Forge. And he's put it in a jar and shaken up, gets a nice consistently. I'm going to leave it in this jar and actually just paint out of here. I've also got 2 refractory bricks. So I'm going to paint the front of these with the refractory as well, because they're going to work as rear doors, just to help whilst I'm forging and stuff like that. If I'm only using the actual main, help contain the heat rather than just being a pass-through. Of course, they're not needed. But and also I'm going to coat the refractory brick that's on the bottom. I'm going to coat it as well, at least the top, so that it gives it a little bit longer life, and that's the plan anyway. So I'm going to get to mixing this, and I'll be back in just a moment. Well, it seems as though my ratios have been off. I need to add a little bit more refractory. That's okay. I'm going to use it all anyway. Still seems to be too much water. There we go again. My research was wrong. Let's get something sticky and give it a bit of a stir. I reckon she's nearly about there, probably a little bit more. You really don't need that much water. Probably still a touch too thin. According to all the literature I can find, this should be about the consistency of whipped cream, apparently. Sorry, whipped cream, sour cream. So stiff, but not too stiff, still a little bit, still able to be thin. Let's have a look at that now. That's much better. Okay, so put the lid on that, get a tray to pour it out into so that I can start painting it on. Now apparently this stuff goes off pretty quick, so let's get this on there. I'm going to start at the bottom. Might need to add just a touch more water to this because it's probably a little bit too thick on the thick side. First coat's always going to look a bit messy, I reckon, so I'm not too fussed about that. Just getting it in there, getting it on. Let's turn this around to the other side. They're absolutely right about this drying out exceptionally fast. It's already starting to kill. Right, so now the body's done, so I'm going to set that aside in a dry room just to dry out for a day or so. Now, with the rest of this stuff, I'm just going to mix it up, give a light paint over. Might need to add a little bit of water to that, it's getting a bit dry. Now these are already refractory bricks, so this coating is really just to protect the surface a bit, keep them together, help them restrict the heat. These are only rated to 1000 degrees. So I'm going to go put these with my where my forge is, just so that these dry out nicely, and next time I see you will be in a day or so when I recoat all these. Cheers. It's been a couple of days since I initially lined this. It's still very wet outside, but I'm going to mix up another batch of Satanite and reline this again, so it's got the two coats. So like I did in the last video, I'm going to use probably about 600 odd, 800 odd grams of Satanite to about 100 odd grams of water, because that seems to be what the mix was last time to give me enough a decent consistency to actually do this. So I'm going to get to mixing that. The next time you'll see me is I'll have it in this bowl and be using the paintbrush to actually line the gas forge. So stick around and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so now, it's a couple of days later after I lined my forge with the second coating of Satanite. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook it all and set it all up and do my first firing. So hopefully it's dried out enough, but of course I'm going to follow the instructions and I'll walk you through the instructions as well as I'm doing it in order to make sure that it's all set and ready to go. So stick around, I'll move the camera so you have a bit of a better view, and we'll get into it shortly. Right, so right now I'm just going to connect the regulator to the gas bottle. I'm just putting some thread seal tape around the connection so that I can ensure there's no leaks in there. Now what I'm trying to do at the moment is according to the instructions, this wants to be set up about 5mm in from the inside of the actual forge. They're giving it a bit of extra insulation to stick around the hole there, so I might do that just as soon as I get it open. Put the excess back inside the plastic. Alrighty, so that looks about ready. I'm going to point it just away from my anvil a bit. I'm not blowing gas right on my anvil. Now I'm going to continue setting up as per the instructions. 1.5 psi or 0.01 megapascals is supposed to be the working pressure, so it's only just on. 1.6 at 1.5 atmosphere. So I'm going to go 1. So I'm going to leave it about there because currently it's at about 1 megapascal. I don't know if you can see that. At the moment it's at about 1 megapascal or just over 1. So I'm going to leave it at that as my current pressure because it's my first time starting it up. I'm supposed to start it up with supposed to start up with the choke fully closed. And then we can bring up the air and start it. Now, apparently I'm supposed to run it for about a minute to help settle out the water in the Satanite. It's been drying for a couple of days, so hopefully I shouldn't have too much, but basically it's 1 minute, then turn it off, let it cool down. Bring it back up, turn it on, bring it back up for another minute, or a minute longer, so 2 minutes, turn it off. Bring it up for 3 minutes, turn it off. Bring it up for 5 minutes, turn it off. Bring it up to 10 minutes, and then once it gets to that, then we can start letting it get to the forge heat. So I'm going to do that. Let you see me start it for the first time. Hopefully I don't blow myself up, and we'll go from there. Awesome. So that's firing number 1. I'm going to let it cool down and then we'll come back for number 2. Stick around. Okay, test firing number 2. Number 3. Let's fire number 4. Final firing and bring her up to forge temperature. now, it looks like. Looks like she's done. Gas is now off. And it's up to freezing temperature. All sealed. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Click the bell icon for notifications of when I upload, usually on the week. Don't forget to check out my Spreadshirt and print bar stores, links in the description. And I hope to see you again next time. Cheers.